Hey gang, what's up? You're looking at the floor. What are you doing down there? Anyway, had a request, a couple really. One was they wanted to see what all it had so far, and this is the quarter of a year. So I thought I'd throw that in there. So I thought, well, let's do a little quickie and show everybody what we got. And another person wanted to see that redstone that I found. You know, so it's probably a hammerstone, but we'll start off with it. How about that, guys? See where they picked that indention in the middle there? I got one started on this side here too, see? And of course, along the edges. Let's see how they getting that thing to chip. You see that right there, those big long lines in it? See, they're working them out as they're using it as a tool to hammer with. See, you got to understand what I'm saying there now. Think about what I'm saying as they're using this as a tool to hammer with. See, same thing on the back side. And no, that's not from me. You see me take it out of the ground. I never touched it anywhere. Except on the top, and it didn't do nothing. I just raked over the top of it with that tool I had. But anyway, like I said, to get them to bust like that, and then they turn into orange slices like this. See that? There's your freaking preform, guys. Right there. It's not one that's all made all nice like this. That there is its own thing. And now we're talking the archaic level. Let me clarify that just a little bit. We're talking about archaic level stuff. Now you get up to where Cahokia come around. Yeah, they started taking the north, making pieces like a north blade, and then they'd make Sniders out of them, cut two notches in it, whammo bammo. They also make dovetails like that. But that was later on. That's when they got sloppy and lost their technology in making arrowheads, actually, to be totally honest. You look at these archaic points. Look how fine they are. I mean, finely intricately done. See? Look at that baby. You know, they don't get no better than that. And the flake patterns on them. It's my God. They lost all that technology in the latter years. Now I'm serious. This is where it's going. Then you get your old stuff like that. What I'm trying to tell you all. I don't know if a lot of people don't grasp it. Maybe I don't say it right. See, like this here, a lot of people say that that's a preform, of some kind. No, that's the working tool right there. And as they worked it, it would flake off and bust off too. And then it get it down to a point to where, well, I think we'll make that into a Atlanta point, and they go ahead and beat them on out. You know what I'm saying to you guys? That's when they go ahead and take them on out. Well, I never have showed you that one. That's one I picked up without you guys seeing it. Look at that baby. Got that big old flute in it there. I don't know if you can see that or not in the light in here. There you go. I think you can see that. You think that dude ain't old? This one here I found the other day in that top of that raft up there. That big old hole getting ready to drop down in it. Yeah, look at that thing. That's a bad boy point. These here are all bad boy points. That's a real bad boy point there. They look pretty good when they're cleaned up, don't they? Look at that thing. It's still got the word O Valley crook to it, but you know, that was their trademark. But see, out here where I'm at, there's away from Cahokia. They wasn't up there where they're mass producing points, and that was later, way later on, thousands of years later. You know, when they're mass producing points, that's a totally different ball game there. We're talking about stuff that a lot of people don't know about right here, and they don't tell you about this stuff in the books that you see. You know, heck, this one that was in my yard that I found. Where is that, dude? Look at that little creature. You know what I mean? My gosh, the work on that thing. You know, that's what I'm talking about there. They lost technology in the latter years and in the woodland era and stuff like that. They didn't no longer have the knowledge of how to conserve on the rock or something. I don't know. But you can see what I'm talking about. This is your, and you can even see they even right there, if you can catch that line. Yeah, that's the side. There's a line right there. You can see it's a little. They even had this dude mounted into a limb, using it as a hammer, actual hammer. It's tapered in there. They just shoved it in there like that into the limb, and used that thing. You know, it's crazy. This is the heart of, like I'm telling you. Right here, this is the heart of the Archaic toolkit, you know? They didn't carry a ton of rock behind them that they could beat arrowheads at. They carried probably 2 of these, a piece of deer antler, and a couple other things. I'll put one together for you guys from what I'm figuring out and the logic and what that they would be doing with the stuff. I've got it figured out just about exactly what it would take for them to where they could have a pack where they could, you know, move from one place to the other without having to make 4 or 5 trips to bring all their tools with them. You know what I'm saying to you? That's the deal. Look at this thing. Oh man, I hated that when I seen that. You know why? Even if I did see the other piece, if you look at it, it's slick. The whole flat area there's slick. It's made off of a big flake. Now, I don't know if they didn't get it finished up, but man, just look at how that thing is made. I mean, good Lord, and pretty with that red slash. You don't think they did that because that red slashing was like that, do you? Look at this dog. You guys didn't see these because I don't think I filmed this stuff. Look at that thing. Jeff City shirt. See, I got my Jeff City shirt down here too. It comes right out of my hillside out here. All this stuff here. This is, I'm on top of the rock quarry here. You know? Look at that dude, man. See, now a lot of people would say that's a preform. No, it's not. That's a freaking knife right there. Preform. Like I said, this is an actual archaic preform right here. It's a hardback knife. That's what they use it for too. They're using this thing as it goes down to where they make a point out of it. You see what I'm trying to drive home to y'all? It's not just boom, let's make a point out of this big ass rock over here. And we won't need no more of it, but just to make a point. Are you getting my meaning here? What I'm trying to tell y'all? You know, I see a lot of people, and it's like they don't know how to get from point A to point B and how it got there. I'm filling you in here what happens in the process. They don't just make a freaking arrowhead out of this rock here, sit down and say, well, I'm going to wham bam this out. That didn't happen until the woodland era. See, that's when they lost the technology. You know, just like I said, you got to think about this kind of thing. They got sloppy with the way they made their arrowheads, and these archaic arrowheads, and putting these big deep notches in them like that. Look at that big old notch there they got in that thing. You know, you think they had steel and coat hangers to do that with, and you know, all the little billets, you know, with a piece of tungsten sticking out in those to pop that in. No, they didn't have that kind of stuff. They was lucky to have a deer antler, you know. Well, another rock's what they mainly used back in the Archaic. Now, can you imagine beating out a notch with another rock? Just pick up and use just the point of that rock there and hope that this rock's tougher than the arrowhead that you're working on. I'm just kind of, you know, like I said, I get to a ranting stage and stuff like that, and I see this one here. You can tell that's all percussion flaking there on that rock. Okay, all percussion. You think you could cut a deer up with that? I know I could. If it wasn't sharp enough, I'd just pop that edge a little bit, sharpen it back up, and hit it again. There's what the deal is, and then they whittle this down, and then they use the back side of it. See, like this one here, they're just starting to get to that stage there with this here. This one's breaking a little bit better. See, it's shearing off and causing big spalls, where this is just kind of flipping chips off there. You know, it's different. You know, I'm telling you, I don't nap arrowheads because I've got a collection, and I feel like it's a controversy of all my stuff's authentic, guys. I don't play games. And there's in my story. If you nap stuff, that's up to you. But I just hope that if you're napping stuff, it's for your own bows and arrows and atlatls, and you just want to do traditional. Don't go fooling anybody. You know what I mean? It's not good to do that. There's that piece of gorget again. But anyway, that's what I got so far. I know it ain't too much. I'm kind of sucking hind tit here right now compared to previous years. We've just not had the weather here, gang, and that's just all there is to it. But thank the Lord for all the finds. You know, He's the man. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.